Aperture. Aperture functions similarly to the pupil of your camera lens. It adjusts in size to control the amount of light that enters. Like the pupil of your eye, which dilates in low light to help you see better, the aperture blades in your lens can open wider to allow in more light when it's dark. Aperture settings are denoted as f/numbers, such as f/2, f/8, f/16, and so on. A critical point to understand is that aperture is expressed as a fraction. This concept is often misunderstood by beginners, making it challenging to grasp how aperture affects exposure during actual photography. Here's a simple way to understand it. Which aperture is larger, f/2 or f/16? Think of it in terms of fractions. 1/2 is larger than 1/16, hence f/2 represents a larger aperture than f/16. Aperture sizes typically range from larger values like f/1.4, f/1.8, or f/2 to smaller ones such as f/16, f/22, or f/32. The exact range depends on the lens. Selecting the optimal aperture setting for photography depends on what you're aiming to achieve. Aperture affects several aspects of a photograph, but its most significant impacts are on exposure and depth of field.